I'm Ransom Ryder. I'm in the kitchen making some artisanal bread. This is gonna be cinnamon, raisin, and pecan. Now, my water is at about 102 degrees temperature-wise. So I have my yeast in there. I'm gonna finish putting this honey. I just wanna scrape all the honey out. The honey is gonna feed my yeast and get it activated. And you wanna make sure when you're making artisanal bread that your yeast is active. Inactive yeast would make a very flat, dull loaf of bread. And we want this bread today to be absolutely delicious. And you know, when we get this done, I'm gonna be having some real butter on my bread. All right, so the yeast is active. Let me set that to the side. I'm gonna grab a drink of my tea. That's black pecan, and it is absolutely so good. Now, I prefer it sweet, but today I'm drinking it unsweet. All right, back to the bread. This is bread flour, and this is about 360 grams of bread flour. And that gives me a flour that has more protein in it. It's gonna give more of a chew, and I want my artisanal bread to really have a chew. I have here a little bit of salt. Now please do refer to my recipe down below, and you'll get exact measurements on this in both English and metric. A little bit of salt goes in. That's about 1.5 teaspoons. We'll set that to the side. I'm gonna start mixing. And I'm using a sturdy dough hook here. This is a Swedish dough hook. It's actually one of my favorite tools in the kitchen. It's very sturdy, strong. It gets the job done. All right, so we'll whisk that salt in, fully incorporating the ingredients. Now I'm gonna come in with a little bit of cinnamon. That smells so good. It's gonna be absolutely so tasty. I'm loving this already. All right, let's give it a whisk. And this is also making sure that my flour is well aerated. So I'm gonna go in with my liquid. This is my yeast, water, and honey mixture. As you can see from the top, I do have an activity in my yeast, which means it's ready to go. I'm gonna pop this in to my flour and spice mixture. All right, then we're gonna give this another whisk. This is gonna be a shaggy dough, slightly loose, because what I'm doing here, this bread is gonna be so easy. It's a no-knead method. Look at that. I wished you could smell this, because already it's smelling like your grandmom's kitchen, your mother's kitchen, when they were cooking bread fresh. And if you haven't had freshly cooked bread, you're gonna wanna make this recipe. So easy. All right, now that flour and water yeast mixture is looking good. So now I wanna come in with my raisins. I have a blonde raisin or a currant, and this is a dark raisin. I love both of them combined. Let's pop those in. And then I want to follow that up with some pecans. I just broke these by hand. I didn't have that many. This is fresh pecans. They have been broken by hand. They just snap so easy. Watch this. So easy. Let's pop those in. That's about 1/2 cup. There's about a little over 1/2 cup of the raisins. I like to make sure that you get raisins in every bite. I want raisin and pecan in every single bite. Now, this is going to double in size, and I'm just roughly incorporating those nuts and raisins in here. And because I went heavy on it, you'll see that I have a lot, but I'm okay with that. This is gonna swell up, which is what we want. This is gonna double in size. And because it's the no-knead method, I'm gonna cover this with some plastic wrap. I'm gonna let this sit out of the refrigerator for about 12 hours overnight. I'll get this tomorrow and we'll start baking it, but it should double in size. I've turned my oven on. My bread oven is inside. I want that to heat up for at least 30 minutes. It's an enameled cast iron bread oven, and I want to make sure it's nice and hot because this bread, it needs a nice hot 450-degree oven. All right, now I'm gonna pop this out of the bowl and we're gonna get started on this. This is looking good. Let me smell it. Ooh, my gosh. All right, now I need to flour my counter. I don't want this to stick onto my cutting board. And you know it would. I am really good at making a mess in the kitchen. That's all right though. I got soap, I got water, and some cleaning supplies. We'll clean this mess up. All right, I just want to flour my board because I don't want it to stick. I really don't. I don't want a mess. And I'm gonna dump this out. I'm gonna flour my hand. This is gonna be so tasty because I have a lot of raisins and pecans. I need to fold this on itself 3 ways. So that was one flip over. This is another flip over. Just gonna keep it powdered. I'm just gonna give this a little bit of a stretch. I wanna stretch this out. And then I wanna fold it in again. I'm gonna continue just to stretch it out. And then we're gonna bring this into the middle. Stretch it a little bit. Bring this side into the middle. I lost one. Man down. It's the little things in the kitchen. All right, now that's looking like a nice ball has formed. Now I need to let this set here for 30 to 40 minutes. I want it to rest and rise. Rest and rise. This is the time where you watch a little bit of a movie you're trying to catch up on. You have a snack, a lunch, a beverage. I'm having some iced tea. We're gonna cover this and let it rise. Now, my bread has been resting for about 30 minutes. I need to come in with the sharp edges of this bread loam and score my bread. Now, this is where, if you're artistic, make a pretty pattern. I'd like to have something fantastic. I, on the other hand, cannot draw a stick figure. So let's try this bread loam out and see how it works. I think I will just come in with a straight line. I've got some big currants. This cinnamon raisin, it smells so good. Big raisins, big currants. I'm gonna make a deep cut. I'm gonna come in on the side and make a couple more cuts. And what this is doing, this will allow the steam to vent out of my loaf, and it will let that moisture escape so that I have a nice crumb on my loaf of bread. Just gonna come in and give that an extra slice. And the razor blade is easy to replace. You can get these at your local retailer, the razor blade. The bread loam, you may actually have to order this and have it shipped in. Now, I have this cut, it's looking beautiful. I'm gonna grab my little bread oven out of my main oven because it's been preheated to 450 degrees. Let's put this tool away, it's sharp. Practice safety in the kitchen. Once you use this, immediately get it put away because it is very sharp. That's a bread loam. My heavy duty industrial mittens, this is gonna keep me protected when I lift up that very hot cast iron pan. It's an enameled cast iron pan, a bread oven. use a good mitten because it is very hot. Ooh, that 450 degrees. It is a little toaster. I can feel the warmth from here. All right, let's get this taken right in. Careful. And I'm gonna wanna bake this. My oven is a very fast baker, and I'm probably gonna bake this for about 25 minutes, perhaps 30, depending on your elevation and your oven. I have true convection, so mine cooks fast, but keep a watch on your oven. You may be familiar with how your oven bakes, and you will need to adjust your time accordingly on this. I'm going to cover it, pop it back in the oven, but you may need to uncover it and let it brown. Mine normally will brown without having to uncover it. We're gonna take this, bake it, we'll be right back, and then we'll be doing a taste test. Don't go anywhere. I've just pulled this out of the oven. Let's take a look. Ooh, that is beautiful. I'm gonna pop this back in for maybe about 5 to 12 minutes. I'm gonna keep a watch on it. I want it to brown beautifully, and then we'll be back. My bread has cooled. It smells delicious. It looks good. It's time for the ultimate test. Let's give it a taste. Ooh, I'm excited. This is nice and crusty. I love a good crust on a bread. The bottom looks absolutely fantastic. Look at this interior filled with dark and light raisins and pecans. All right, let's slice me a piece of this and let's get a little butter on it. Now I think that I would like really some, a nice like powdered sugar with a little bit of milk or a little bit of sour cream added to it. But right now we're just going straight up butter because we want to give this bread a taste and see what it's like. This is an unsalted butter, real butter. Let's give it a taste. Put that in my plate. Raisin. That is absolutely delicious. Call your mother. She's gonna want this recipe. It was so easy, so fast, tasty, delicious. Don't hesitate to make this and serve it at your next get-together. Now remember, if you're new to my channel, I'm Ransom Ryder. I'm cooking in the kitchen. Let's share the adventure together. Send me a couple of your favorite recipes. Let's talk about them. We'll get in here, we'll cook. I've got plenty of this bread. I'm making several loaves today. I think you're gonna like it. In fact, I know you're gonna like it. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe, share, and come hang out. The journey in the kitchen is best shared with friends. So good.